let's start with unhealthy because that's where we go.
Sure.
Right? You know, when the going gets tough, so AKA life, like serving it up to us on the regular, most of us are wired naturally. We'll either, it's the fight, flight, freeze scenario. And in a world where we love to have the feeling of control over our situation and we don't always get it, most of us, our first instinct isn't to stop and say, how do I want to deal with this in a way that when I look back on it, I'm so proud of myself? Or should I go to therapy and process this really unfortunate thing going on to me right now, like the fear of losing my vitality because I am ill, or all the things. So many of us do end up coping in ways that are actually totally freaking counterproductive, right? Like I work with people daily who, they will immerse themselves in work because busyness is a really fantastic thing. I do this too, like the cult of productivity. If I just keep producing, then that's my perceived self-worth that gets to feel boosted. And then I get to ignore the fact that, my boss actually, I don't think I'm going to get promoted. Or, for example, with me, I wasted a decade of life to eating disorders that, I now see with the clarity I didn't in the moment, that I was just, trying to control lots of stuff going on around me with work and trying to control it in a way that I would never get by binging and purging. Ain't gonna solve nothing. It's only gonna make it worse. So many of us are actually just, it is a, dare I say, a normal response to find something that, whether it turns to an addiction like food or gambling or sex or alcohol or fill in the blanks, including work, or whether it is just avoiding the thing. Like many of us, I'm going to bring all roads lead back to the Grim Reaper with me, honest. But that, we'll also, when we start to kind of think about the idea of the fact that we're going to die, we conveniently just slough it aside and don't go there. So much so that most people don't have a will, don't have a living will, don't have things lined up because I just I don't want to think about it. So yeah, coping healthfully is about facing reality and being willing to feel the feelings you do not want to feel.